Guys, I need somebody to understand that what God is about to do in your life is about to be so amazing. Not that, and I'm super excited, not that your life thus far hasn't been amazing. You've made it here. We're here. But if you have dreams and aspirations, anything that you've been wanting to do, any dreams, goals, anything that you've been trying to manifest, God is really, really about to show up and show out. Now, I know it's a cliche, but if you notice that your life has gotten really, really quiet, and I don't mean boring or lonely, but just quiet, you notice that you've been kind of isolated, right? Nothing's been going bad, you know, you are chosen one. And I mean that in a literal sense. If you see miraculous things happening, and one of the indicators is that, you can see things happening in your life that you know for sure you wouldn't have been able to do it alone. You're chosen. I don't know what other kind of way to explain it. And it's like God has saw you. He's been seeing you. The hard work that you've been putting in, not giving up, not slandering people, not stealing, not conniving, not sleeping around, not doing people dirty. He's watched you this whole entire time. And now it's time to be rewarded. All it required was patience. Okay? It's so crazy because you have so many people that when they look at you and you don't ever complain about anything, it's like, they want to come at you. Oh, you think you're perfect, and you think you're better than somebody, or this, that, and the third. And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's just that you're grateful for everything. People don't like that. People don't like when you show gratitude. People don't like when you're favored. You don't have the answer. Only God does. But one thing you're not going to do is feel guilty about it. Like I said, you've put in the hard work. You've been good to people. You've been good to people who you didn't even deserve it. God saw that entire time. God saw you not trying to retaliate, not trying to get your lick back and all of that. He saw you. He saw them. People trying to get a reaction out of you, and you just let them go on about their way. God saw sat back and watched the whole thing play out. So now it's your turn to be rewarded. That business you want to start is coming. That family you want is coming. That love you want is coming. And I feel like it's coming in a rapid rate. At a rapid rate. And the people who did you wrong, the people who sit back, all they can do is sit back and watch now. And it's not a matter of bragging. It's not a matter of, because honestly, they can have the same love from God that you have. But instead of doing the work, they sit back and watch other people. How you're doing what you're doing. instead of focusing on their own journey. That's not your fault. But you're not going to sacrifice yourself because somebody else don't want you to have blessings. That wouldn't make any sense at all. You're going to have to be careful too, because you're going to have people who are going to want to go where you're going. And when they had the chance, they forfeited. Again, that's not your fault. God allowed you the patience to give people ample opportunity to go on the ride with you, and they chose not to. So now God will put people in place that deserve to be in your space, that deserve to be in your energy. And it is what it is. The only thing that can hold you back right now is you. You choosing to procrastinate, choosing to stay connected to people that you already know mean you know well. Because if somebody doesn't mean you any good, you'll see the signs. You'll know. You can tell if somebody trying to sneak this. You can tell if you hear something about yourself that you told only one person. You can see looks on people's face when you try to tell them about something you got going on, and they just looking at you side eye. You see all of that. But sometimes because it's loved ones, you choose to ignore it. Oh, that's just my husband. That's how he is. That's just my wife. That's just my friend. That's my best friend. That's just my cousin. That's just my mother. That's just my father. That's just how they are. That's just my sister. That's just my brother. Everybody doesn't mean you well. And a lot of times it's the people that are closest to us. And I know you may not want to hear this, but by staying connected to people that don't mean you well can hinder your journey. Believe me, I know. It may not even be because you feel like you have to. It's just out of being stuck in a place. Just out of habit, I'll say. But the minute, it's crazy because the minute you let that negative energy go, it could even be a job. It's almost like clockwork. The minute you let it go, that's when you'll see the blessings start pouring in. That means you've learned the lessons that God was trying to teach you. And you'd be like, dang, that's all I had to do. No, you had to learn the lessons because you needed them for where you're getting ready to go. So whether it took 1 year or 20 years, I feel like your time is here. Your time is here. I'm happy and I'm excited. You know? You didn't give up. You didn't give up. And God is proud of you. God is so, so proud of you. We're getting ready to go into this new year, or what some people consider the new year, which is a great opportunity to hit the reset button. So you need to really, really think about all of the things you want to accomplish, all of the goals you want to achieve. If it's to travel, lay out a game plan. Schedule a trip every couple months, if your money allows, every month, if your money allows. See something different every month if you can. If it's to get married, put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. You can't shield yourself, you know. Talk to God too. That's a major part of it, because God hears everything. Sometimes all he wants is that you come to him. Just acknowledge him. Acknowledge that he's the leader of your life. And again, you're going to start to see craziness unfold. And I'm talking about in a good way. Things that you know wouldn't have been possible if you tried to. Now, we do have people with, you know, their lives all put together who don't need God as much as others. But there's some of us who rely on God for everything. Everything. There's situations that you've been in that there's no way you would have gotten out of. You know, so for the people who have it all, you know, figured out, I'm proud of you. But there are some of us who need God just a little bit more. And when you start to do things his way, you're rewarded. You're rewarded. He loves us very much, very much. And to those who feel like he doesn't, you got work to do. You got a lot of work to do. Because we all have the same opportunity. Nobody's more favored than the other, but the blessings come in when you acknowledge who God is and the power that he has over our lives. Honestly, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Because he showed up and showed out in my life. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. All right, guys, it's New Year's Eve. Y'all might have heard a couple of fireworks. I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful new year. All right, then. See you on the next one.